In this video, we will going to learn how we can set up the AdMob ad events using the Mobile Monetization Pro. To set up the AdMob ad events, here you can see I have this demo game where I have created an empty game object called AdMob ad events example. In this example, basically, if you activate it, you will go to find this cube over here, which I have placed something like this and added a component to it called box collider with the is trigger checkbox to be checked. Here, I've also added two more scripts, which is the AdMob ad events as well as the load scene. Here, if you open up the AdMob ad events script, you will go to find that I am using the Mobile Monetization Pro AdMob ads initializer script. And then in the start function, I'm just taking the instance of this script. Here, in the part 1, as you learn how to display ads by clicking on the UI button, in this video, we will be focusing on not to display the ads by UI button. Rather, we will going to display the ads based on the timer, as well as we will going to learn how to show and hide the banner ads, as well as how to show the rewarded ad when the progression bar is complete. Now here you will going to find that I'm using the AdMob ads initializer and starting the core routine show interstitial ad automatically. With this core routine basically displays the interstitial ad after the 5 seconds. Here I am using this code AdMob initializer dot show interstitial ad. I am also using the on trigger enter and the on trigger exit functions, which on when the player, which is this yellow ball over here, when the player enters this cube, then we are making sure to hide the banner ads. And as soon as the player exit the cube, which means this basically the trigger area, then we will be going to make sure to restart displaying the banner ads. I will going to select the add mobile events example and uncheck the mesh render. So basically, when we will be exiting this cube, we will go to restart displaying the banner ads. As you can see over here on trigger exit, we are checking if the tag is the player, then we are making sure to show the banner ads again to the player. After this, you will also going to find that inside the AdMob ad events example, I have another script called load scene, where basically if you expand the canvas, you will going to find this level complete UI. And here what I done, I have selected this next level button. I added this AdMob add events example game object, selected load scene dot load the level, which in result load the level number 1. Now this level number 1 I have created for this example. If you go to the project, you will going to find inside the scenes example scene 2. This is the level number 1. Let's save everything over here. And And this level particularly, I have a game object called progression bar, which contains the progression bar script and the load scene. Now, for the rewarded video ad example and how to basically display the rewarded video ad, I have took the example of the progression bar. You will going to find in the canvas, I have this image which I have changed the image type to be filled and made the fill amount to be 0. And let's say we want to display the ad when the fill amount reaches 1. And for this case, inside this progression bar script, if you open it up, you will going to find that we are basically making sure to start filling the bar. And once the fill is completed, then we are making sure to take the Mobile Monetization Pro AdMob ads initializer instance and then show the rewarded video ad. Now, we only want to provide the reward to the player once the rewarded video ad is completed and closed. And for this case, in the update function, you will going to find I am checking that if the Mobile Monetization Pro AdMob ads initializer rewarded ad is completed, which is true, only after that we will going to make sure to give the reward. In this case, now here for the reward, you can put your custom code over here while I am just activating the load level button and then making sure to reset the rewarded ad variable back to false. And this way, here you can apply your custom function if you want to. Now, if you go back to the Unity, here you will going to find that this load level button, which is located over here in the main menu, if you activate it, this basically activates this load previous scene button. When clicked, it will going to take us back to the previous scene, which is the scene number 0. By default, let's keep this button load previous scene to be deactivated in the game. And after this, to test this in the real Android device, we need to first go back to this previous scene. Let's go to the project and then here go back to the demo game scene, click on the save button, and let's even deactivate this level complete UI. You will going to find that inside the AdMob ads manager, we have also assigned the next level button and the reload button. The AdMob ads manager will still going to display the interstitial ad because we have assigned these buttons in the previous part. So, which means that our custom callbacks as well as the AdMob ads manager can both work together. Meaning, when the level complete UI will get activated and when we will going to push the next level button, we will be able to display the interstitial ad as well because we have assigned it over here. As well as if we just deactivate the level complete UI, as you know that we are also displaying the interstitial ad after the 5 seconds timer that we have specified inside the AdMob ads event to show the interstitial ad automatically without any UI button clicks. Now let's test this up in the real Android device. Just go to the file, build profiles, make sure to add both the scenes, which is this demo game, and the second scene, which is the example scene 2. And I have unchecked the ATT scene that we added in the previous part. And after this, just connect your Android device and click on the build and run. Open the game now, and you will going to see that after the 5 seconds, the first interstitial ad will be displayed. Great. Let's close it. Let's click on the play button, and you will going to notice now the banner ads are hidden, and as soon as we exit the trigger, it will going to show again. And once we finish this level, then when we push the next level, it will going to display another interstitial. And when we close it, you will going to see that we have this progression bar slider, which when it will going to reach to the end, will going to display the rewarded video ad. Let's close the rewarded video ad. And here you can see that the load previous scene button is now activated and we can push it and basically restart playing the game. Right. One small update here, if you go back to the AdMob ad events, you will going to find that we have a boolean parameter that we are passing in the show interstitial ad, which is show interstitial immediately. Now, the show interstitial ad, if it is set it to be true, then here, if you select the AdMob ads initializer, you can see that we have enabled timed interstitial ads checkbox to be checked, and the interstitial ad interval second is 10. But in case when this condition over here is set it to be true, then the ad will be shown immediately to the player regardless of the time being completed or not. Now here, in case this value is false, and if this line of code is gets executed, then it will going to make sure that it will only going to display the ad if the timer for showing the interstitial ad is completed. So basically it will going to respect the values of the interstitial ad interval second, which is 10, only if the condition here is false. Now by default I want to keep it to be true, as I want to display the interstitial ad immediately after 5 seconds. But here, for example, in this case, when the interstitial ad is displayed, the ad initializer timer is still running in the background, which means, for example, after displaying the interstitial ad, if the player plays the game and let's say if we activate the gameplay UI and if the player click on the reload button, then there may be a possibility that another interstitial ad will be displayed to the player, which can basically result in a frustrating gaming experience. And to solve this issue, we need to make sure to basically reset the interstitial ad timer. And to do this, let's get back to the Visual Studio. And here you can use and add another line called AdMob initializer dot reset interstitial add timer. Adding this line, we're going to make sure to reset the interstitial add timer, so the next interstitial add will be displayed only after the 10 seconds that we have specified in the ads initializer script. So this is how basically you can use the AdMob add events in other scripts and basically display the ads. Thanks for watching.